let's call up the homie, man. All right, it's time to talk to Tyler, man. All right, so I don't even want no negativity. I'm on the good vibes right now. So let's talk to the homie real quick, man.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, there he is. There he is. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, y'all been seeing more and more of his content. We've been rocking out more and more on the live. Well, actually not on the live, on the pre-recorded, but now he's making his first appearance on the live. I'm talking about Tyler Candelaria, baby Tyler. How you doing, man?
What's going on?
Shout out to you, man.
Hey, I'm doing well. How you doing?
Man, I can't complain. Life's good. I got the team tonight.
Awesome.
You feel me? I got the team.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
I know. I was just listening a little bit to Dom right before.
Come on, man. Heck yeah. I'm like, yo, I'm leaning on the guys, man. The guys got y'all stepping up. I say, yo, it's time for y'all to, you know, keep ascending vertically. You feel me? The way that y'all moving, I'm like, I'm loving it. And the people clearly rock out heavily with the content, man, that y'all been, you know, doing. Whether it's you solos with the shorts, man, obviously, man, you recording together, you're killing the Instagram, man. So shout out to you for that, man. Definitely got to keep that rolling. And down here we are, throwing you to the Sharks.
Like you said, I'm off the practice squad.
Heck yeah, man. Hey, you off that P squad? My dog on that real thing now, man. All right, you active. He's an active member now, okay? So shout out. So let's get into it, man. We had a throwing session take place. Little Aaron Rodgers, little DK Metcalf, UCLA situation. How you feel about that, man? What was your thoughts on the session? And you know, yeah, is this a step in the right direction, or is this a pump fake?
Listen, I love it because, you know, I'm not saying Aaron Rodgers is the most amazing option for us. At the moment, he's really our best and only option. But out of all the options that we had, like kind of limited a little bit after Fields was gone, I did like the Rodgers situation because, you know, you saw Rodgers at the end of last season. He played a little bit better.
He started
coming off
nice.
an Achilles. Like, you know, he came off an Achilles. It's tough, you know, tough for that year. And I know he's getting older. He's going to be 41, going to be 42 this year. But I think he might have one last shot in him. I know we talked about it. I was like, maybe we can get the Brady Bucks. Like, I don't know. We'll see. But with the throwing session, I love it. Aaron Rodgers, though, just keeps he's flirting. He's flirting with us. And we just – it's like, why are we doing – like, the most Aaron Rodgers thing to do, though, would be, like, to do that throwing session and then just not sign to us. Like, just like what we – But no. I think there's gotta be some sort of handshake agreement behind the scenes. Like, we have to know, right?
Hey,
Tyler, what's going on?
Tyler, why did the sicko in me actually think that when I saw this pop up this weekend? I was like, you know what? He's playing in our face. He's waiting to just get us to that moment of, oh yeah, we don't want anybody but you, and then he's gonna retire. Or he's good, because I was like, I didn't think he was going to sign anywhere else. I was like, he's going to retire. He's just going to like, you know what? I changed my mind. I don't want to play anymore, guys. Sorry. And now we're screwed. That was this. I was like, yo, why are you doing this? But why would you say that? Because now I feel like that I thought I was just tripping. And now what you're saying, and now I'm like, is it valid? Is there some validity to this thought process? Could he actually play with us like that?
And that report was saying when he came out to Pittsburgh and visited for 6 hours, that was kind of on, like, he wanted to do that. Like, he set that up. So that threw Tomlin, everybody just missed Michigan Pro Day, which they never.
You seen it, right?
Do. So that was like a huge thing for them. So if we're just getting played by this old guy,
come on now. My man say, yo, skip that Pro Day, pull up on me at your spot, take the flight back. Hey, all right. Hey, DK, meet me in LA real quick, all right? I know you in the middle of wherever you could be at right now, but can you be at UCLA at 12 o'clock on Thursday, p.m.?
Yeah.
All right? You're like, bro, what?
I'm curious, too. We haven't heard much or anything. I mean, not that he's out in the media talking anywhere, and he's not really big in the media anyway, but even on, like, social and stuff, like he said, cryptic things, we haven't heard much from GP at all. Like, and I know there was an old video that came out that was like, if he had a dream teammate, he actually said Aaron Rodgers.
He did.
Which is cool. But at the same time, like, I don't know if he, like, a couple of times he's posted, like, old videos of, like, Russ throwing him some dimes, too. So I'm like, what? Like, is he everything good there? Like,
look, GP, I'm sure is scarred. 5 quarterbacks, 3 seasons, man. 5 QBs, 3 seasons. I'm like, I don't want to talk to you until I see you put pen to paper. All right, put pen to paper before I just start dating again. I can't just date you no more. All right, you know how he's been in some bad relationships now. All right, you a couple bad relationships, man. You get scarred a little bit. All right, you get scarred a little bit. Once you get scarred, you're like, hold on, I don't know if I can like you all the way just yet. All right, you got to actually show me that I can like you. See, you still on the younger side. And hopefully you ain't got to experience a lot of negative, all right? But some people out there, man, they be like, yo, man, I experienced stuff, man, all right, man? You can't be going out there loving everybody. They got to earn that, all right? So I'm just throwing it out there, man. Maybe for GP, he just taking that approach. And if he is, I can understand that, all right?
Right.
I can understand that. But I got to ask you, though, because I did kind of ask, Dom this. But if you're Aaron Rodgers, and we obviously heard, Big Ben say the whole, man, he's, playing us to get more potentially from the Vikings. If you're Rodgers and you're deciding between Steelers and Vikings, who would you rather, be throwing the football to? DK and GP or Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison?
That's a tough one. I love our guys. Justin Jefferson. That's Jay Jetta. Like that's wide receiver 1. Like, come on. It's tough. Like, I'm sure that.
But it's DK though. We got DK. What about DK?
I know, and I'm sure the comments probably didn't like that I said that. I mean, I'm sure they're coming at me for that in the chat. But the thing is it's tough. I really realistically, I don't think it's like. I think at this point I think it's Steelers no matter what, but I think it's Steelers or retire at this point. I was a little bit worried a few weeks ago that the Vikings that got to be a hot
It did get
topic.
hot. It definitely did get hot.
Diana Rossini, she was like big on that. Like she was like, I think he's going to the Vikings. Like,
she's been in the Aaron Rodgers like corner for a while though. Yeah, so like she knows some stuff. Yeah.
Right, because I'm like, because I feel like I've heard her name in the Rodgers before, and I'm like, she's like the only one, and not many people know what's going on. Like, Rappaport doesn't know anything. Schefter doesn't know anything.
He don't like them. He don't like Shefty, man. He got issues with Shefty. He don't like Shefty, bro.
I know. I think it was Schefter. He was like, lose my number or something like that.
Yeah, Shefty was like, yo, can I get the interview? Yeah, lose my number. Yeah.
I know. Well, what do you think about all? Do you think that there's a possibility of this rumor that keeps going around? Show up to Pat McAfee's thing or something?
Now, Tyler, this is the entertainment business. We are talking about one of the biggest brands in terms of McAfee and his show, and you're talking about Aaron Rodgers, who's pretty much the past 2-3 years now been one of the biggest supporters from a professional standpoint of constantly being visually on with him making numerous announcements live on that show. I'm just saying, if I had to think from just a branding, entertainment, shock value, in the city, Coach Tomlin, Mr. Rooney gonna pull up, McAfee. So it's against the traditional ESPN brand, the traditional ESPN reporters, the Shefties of the world, right? It goes against all of them because I'm working with McAfee. And we obviously know after what McAfee just pulled with LeBron, I mean, I'm just saying everything is kind of going in the right direction and it's already sold out. So, I mean, to me, I think that has a lot of legs under it. I mean, I'm going to pull up low key because I'm like, dang, man, is it really going to go down live?
I know. I think it's next week, too.
It is. I'm like, yo, it's really going to go down live?
That decision's got to come. Like I keep saying, I thought it'd be done the first week, second week, and now we're inching closer to the draft, and it's got to be done before. Like it has to be, right? Like because what are we gonna do at that point?
What did Mr. Rooney say? He's like, yeah, I'm willing to wait a little bit longer. I'm like, I know, Mr. Rooney, we're running out of longers now. All right. We only got about 2.5 more weeks, and then it's da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this real quick because I texted you this the other day when with Rodgers, obviously, he visited and whatnot. Now that like Russ signs the Giants and he's the only option, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, do you think because this could go two ways? We're talking. I just want to hear from you though.
Yeah.
Like, do you think this could be okay? Rodgers can demand more money from us because we have no other option. Although I don't know if it doesn't seem like it's contract stuff. Like it might be a little bit. I don't think so, but. Do you think is that something he can do with us because we have no other options, or can we be like, hey, you don't really have any other options? But then he can just be like, I just want to retire. So I feel like he has the ball in his court. He has
a lot of leverage because supply and demand. Once Russ got off the board and signed with the Giants, who's a Super Bowl winning champion, 4-time league MVP, Super Bowl MVP, infinite passing yards, infinite touchdowns, and everything in between that's still available. You know what I mean? Like, that's what separates him. And he can, because of how much he's already accumulated financially along with his legacy on the field, he could legit retire. He knows he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that that's the part for the Steelers they have to be a little bit more mindful of. And you can't treat him like how we would treat Russ or how you would treat Fields or how you would treat Cousins, Danny Dimes and company, because those guys don't have the resume and the cachet that Rodgers has. So I think that, if Rodgers wanted more money, he could get more money. I don't think it's a money issue either, though. I do think it's either him really considering retiring, or, as much as I don't like the thought of it, what Ben said, man, when Big Ben was like, yo, I think he might be playing us for the Vikings. When you think of just the negotiation game and how leverage works, and I've been a benefactor of leverage in negotiations. All you need is a dance partner, and then you can get what you want. You know what I mean? And with the right partner, they be throwing them numbers. You like, yes, keep saying that, and it's gonna work. Yeah, I could see if that was what he was doing, and we know Rodgers doesn't care if you don't like him. So if he does the whole, I done had y'all fly back to Pittsburgh for this meeting, I done thrown with DK, I'm talking like you like it, and then I just, I'm over here, he's not going to care about that. Whereas I think, for us, we'd be like, yo, bro, you tripping, man. So that's the part that made me a little nervous about it.
Yeah. Well, on the bright side, I think, I'll leave you with this too. With the quarterback situation long term, I heard you talking to Dom too. So you're talking about some of the quarterbacks in this draft, which we've talked about a few. And like, I at this point, like, let's just get Rodgers. And if we have to get somebody later in the draft just to be like a second or third string, we do it. That's kind of where I'm at with it. For a second, when I didn't know if Rodgers was really going to come, I heard Dom didn't like him. I did kind of jump on the Jackson Dart train a little bit, just because I was like, he's looked good in his pro day. Like, he's
big arm, big frame, gunslinger, man.
I know, and I think too many Steeler fans are scared that he's Kenny Pickett 2.0. And with that being said, that's probably just because it looks like he's probably going to be a first round pick, just because I feel like somebody needs a quarterback. I mean,
you know how it goes. They've been mocking him to us at 21. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. How did this happen? How did that happen? No, we didn't say that. I ain't sound like I'm at 21. No.
I know. So I'm going to lean off of that. But, we talked and we're like, the Steelers aren't going to be ever bad enough to tank and have a top pick. And obviously there's a better quarterback, draft next year coming up. But we got a lot of comp picks that we are stacking up.
We got a
ton like a little bit
of those comp picks right now, man.
The draft is in Pittsburgh next year. So what I think we're going to do, we got to run it with Rodgers for a year.
Okay.
See where that goes. You know what? Who knows? Maybe he just has a second win. Maybe who knows?
He's still going to retire after 1 year with us anyways. We know this. It's a 1 year deal anyway. He's all good.
He's going to go, right? So we stack the picks and we just make some crazy. We have to I think at this point, we just have to trade up. Like,
swing for the fences.
We have to. We literally have to.
So like what the Niners did for Trey Lance, but ultimately we're not going in the Trey Lance direction. We're going in the big boy Arch Manning direction. Is that what it sounds like? So that's what it sounds like, right?
I'm at with it because we're not gonna suck. So we are going to trade a lot of these comp picks, and we are going to just figure out a way to get to that. We got to get to the top 5 for that.
Let's
go.
So you got to do top 5 for that one.
In
Big
Pittsburgh,
facts.
We're going to get the fans there, and they're going crazy.
It gets no crazier than that, man. It would get no crazier. I don't think Mr. Rooney could draw it up any better if that is how it plays out, man. But I would say this.
Like that.
But I will say this. What if we drafted Jalen Milroe this year?
Yeah, well,
we need a Justin Fields athlete type, right? Right now, we don't have that on the roster at all. If you even with Rodgers,
Walmart Fields, huh?
Even in Rodgers, can't go to Walmart Field. Look, because I'm just saying though, Rodgers ain't running like they ain't doing the athlete thing. No. Mace ain't doing the athlete thing. Skylar Thompson ain't doing the passing thing. So Milroe, just a flyer, And you can get him. You probably get him in the middle, but in second, third, you get him in that range.
Yeah, we talked about him too. I actually, if we were to get Fields or even Russ, like that was kind of an option I was thinking. But if we get him third round, like I wouldn't mind that because we could take a flyer.
You see what I'm saying, right?
I wouldn't hate that because you can figure it out. See, like it would suck to like have to draft another first round quarterback after that without trying to let him do his thing. But do you think if they were to take him, right? Like, do you think that they would just totally shy away from the year after? Or
no, I don't think so. No, I think that you're building your depth though. I think now that you're building up because even if I do draft Arch Manning next year in round 1, now I'm saying my quarterback room is Arch Manning, Jalen Milroe, and whoever else I want to have as QB3.
Right, you could always trade too, just like how the Patriots want to trade.
Absolutely, absolutely. So. But I would feel like, man, I have a powerful option. I got a dude that, in a way, you see how they were enjoying Justin Fields. It's like you got that again, but you just reset the clock on him and took away a lot of the expectations that come with Justin Fields being here, along with Russell Wilson being here. You know what I mean? So that's just kind of how I could potentially see it. But at the same time, I mean, that's a long way away. That's a long way away.
I think Mason's only on
because he's only on 1 year.
Guaranteed. Yeah.
I mean, it's technically 2 years, but we know that the 4.5 is not enough for a 2-year guarantee. So
right.
I like it, baby.
We'll see what happens. Aaron,
like
come to Pittsburgh. We got that. Hey, we're getting the ring this year with Aaron. Let's do it one more time.
Let's do it, man. Hey, Tyler, man, before you go, man, you got anything you gonna drop on before you get up out of here, man? What you got for him? Anything?
Well, I will just say this. Steelers, if they get Aaron Rodgers, we get Aaron Rodgers. I think I don't know why I've been thinking about this lately.
Talk your talk.
Why do I think? And I was obviously we needed like a D lineman. Why do I think we might be getting a wide receiver early, a third one for Aaron? Like, what are we thinking about that, Chad? Like a third wide receiver? I know there's other holes we got to fill, but we don't know what's going to happen with GP after this. I mean, hopefully, I want him to stay this year, but if we had. I don't know, Nagbuka. I just saw the guy from Texas was just in Pittsburgh, So
you said basically what Joe Burrow did when they said, all right, give me T. Higgins, give me Jamar Chase, and we're going to rock with T. Boyd, and we're going to cook and figure it out. I know exactly what you're saying. You
got Aaron Rodgers for 1 year. You get him all these weapons.
Up?
Come on, I say he can't be bad. I know with the Jets, obviously he had a lot of weapons too, but
O-line was bad over there. The O-line was bad over there too. It was bad over there.
The Jets are gonna do the Jet thing, but that's I think
I like what you're saying.
Might be coming in the first round. I don't know.
I like what you're saying. I like what you're saying, Tyler. I like what you're saying, baby. So shout out to you, man. And shout out to your first live appearance, man. We're gonna have to do this again, all right?
Let's do it.
Man, let's get it, man. Definitely appreciate you as always, though, baby. All right?
All right. Sounds good.
No doubt, man.
I'll
Peace.
Talk to you later.
Shout out to Tyler Candelaria, man. Like I said, if y'all enjoyed the homie calling in, hit the like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel.